Are you looking at the Sarasota area and stumbled upon Venice and are wondering if it might be a better choice for your first or second home? We were in the same boat a couple of years ago, and I want to tell you why we ended up choosing Venice over Sarasota and why we are still very happy with the decisions that we made. Hi, I'm Kasha Banas and I'm a real estate agent with Realty Hub in Venice, Florida. When people start to look at homes in the area, they ultimately must decide if Sarasota is the place they want to call home, or maybe if they should look at other areas close by. I'm not here to convince you of one place over another, but I want to tell you why we chose Venice in the first place and a couple more reasons that we discovered after living here for a while. Hopefully it will make your choice a little easier. The first reason why we chose Venice over Sarasota was the budget. It turned out that we could buy a bigger and nicer home with more land if we went within a half hour of Sarasota. After exploring the surrounding towns, we decided that we liked the feel and look of Venice the most. The second reason why we ended up looking for a home in Venice is because there were more choices in newer homes. Sarasota has been pretty much built out, and many of the neighborhoods date back as far as the 50s. This means old bones, old plumbing, low ceilings, old windows, etc. Everything that costs a lot to replace. The third reason we chose Venice is safety. When we started to look at homes in the Sarasota area, we also considered Bradenton because it seemed you could get more for your money there as well. Having two young kids, we wanted a place with good schools and safe neighborhoods. As soon as we compared on those metrics, it became obvious that Venice is the place to be. Bradenton did not meet our ideals at all. Sarasota, while it has very good schools, turned out to have a lot higher crime rates than Venice. This is what pretty much sealed the deal for us. While we felt good about the reasons we chose Venice, we were still worried about being more removed from the area's cultural hub that is Sarasota, as well as being far away from the world's most beautiful beaches. What we came to find out is that unless you have a lot of money to spend on a place right on Siesta Beach or downtown Sarasota, you still have to travel by car to any of the events in town. Living in Venice, it takes a little bit longer to get there. If we want to enjoy the white sands of Siesta Key, stroll the Lido Circle, or go to a festival or a show, we pack up the family and go. And here are some reasons we love Venice over Sarasota that we didn't know about before we moved here. The first is traffic and crowds. Venice is a lot more laid back than Sarasota. Overall, there is a lot less traffic that you have to deal with on a regular basis. Sarasota, because it's more of a hub, has a lot more car traffic. So it might take you 2 or 3 times as long to travel the same 2 miles in Sarasota compared to Venice. Venice is a lot less crowded overall. It has fewer people living here, and because it's still relatively undiscovered, we don't have as many tourists visiting during the winter and spring breaks. The third reason we love Venice over Sarasota is access to the beaches. Granted, Sarasota has some of the world's most beautiful beaches, but there are pretty much only 2 options, Lido Key in the north and Siesta Key in the south. So the whole town and all the tourists head to those 2 places to enjoy the seaside. Because of this, there is no way to avoid crowds and traffic. Recently, we made the mistake of going to Siesta Beach this past spring break because we had friends visiting from out of town. Not only did it take us half hour longer to get there than usual because of bumper-to-bumper traffic, it then took us an hour to find parking spots. In Venice, on the other hand, there are 5 different beaches to choose from in town or really close by. The closest beach to our home is Sarasota Beach. It's 3.5 miles away and it literally takes about 10 minutes to get there. We have yet to go there and not find a parking spot. Want to know where all the beaches near Venice are? I've published a video covering just that, and you could click on the thumbnail at the end of the video so you can check it out. The final reason why we love that we chose Venice over Sarasota is the quiet. Because it's less crowded, less traffic, and a lot less hustle and bustle than Sarasota, it just feels a lot more peaceful and quiet. We have friends that live in Sarasota, and they always comment how quiet it is at our home compared to their neighborhoods. There's nothing better than waking up in the morning and hearing the happy chirping of birds instead of traffic. I highly recommend it. Where you choose to live is very personal, and what works for us and our family may not be your priorities. If you need help deciding, please reach out. I'd be happy to help. If you're thinking about moving to the area, don't forget to subscribe. I post videos regularly with information about Venice and surrounding areas.